everybody. My name is Puppetine from the Geeky Puppet Show, here on the Geeky Puppet Show again for another reading tonight. Yes, this time West Coast Avengers number 18. And because of a puppet matter, I will not be appearing tonight. So you will only hear this beautiful...
Puppets do get pimples.
Alrighty. But before we get into this fantastic issue, let's go ahead and meet our cast. To my side, he's small, he's green, he's mostly an icon for these. He is Froggy!
Hello.
That's right. Don't say it like that ever again, please.
And
if we push on, we can see he is also not approved by the Comics Code, like the rest of us. It is Mr. Eric Breen.
And I speak for all of us when I say we're all tired of being referred to as and friends. We want billing.
Yeah.
Puppetine and villains coming right up.
I agree with him.
That's not what I said.
if
Graphic Man can fit 13 of us into an intro, you can fit 4 or 5.
How did If you go looking right down there, you can see him right here. He is Mr. Graphic Man. Speaking of intro. Moving right down there, you can see her. She's right there. She still has that gosh darn tree up.
It's still alive.
Well, tell it to die faster.
No.
It's every woman in the world to lust Miranya.
Good evening, everyone.
And finally, he's somebody's future, but he's our present. It's Mr. Trusty Sidekick.
Thank you, Mr. Dickens.
I'm more used to your mother, Trebek. And so...
He's a nice man.
We'll get to that later.
Trusty Dickens, mother? I love him. He's great.
She's a beautiful woman. And now we pull up the book.
Just pull the Band-Aid off.
That's right. Just pull it yourself, but aren't you, Big Lug?
What are you doing? Stop it, Frog.
No.
The water. It changed
me.
Oh,
no. The water got to us.
The one that has the bear claw?
It turned the frogs.
Happy. Hello.
Very happy.
Randy, baby.
Behave.
West Coast Avengers, trapped in the Old West. It's a showdown up against the wildest outlaws of the 1870s.
Wow.
And to you, Mr. Breen.
Oh, God. The West Coast Avengers, Lost in Space-Time, Part 2. Time was...
Ooh, good people.
Steve Englehart story, Al Milgrom layouts, Joe Sinnott finishes, Ken Fedunowitz colors, Tom Orzechowski letters. You've got to be kidding me. After that, Grunwald seems like a slam dunk. Editor, Jim Shooter, Chief, Gil Kane snubbed.
What is he?
Hooray! Knock it off, Swami. Someone, Hawkeye, Wonder Man, Tigra, Iron Man, and Mockingbird are swirling toward the distant past.
Whee!
While Hank Pym is about to blow his brains out. That's correct.
Sensitivity training for Mr. Englehart.
Hey, stop. I am La Esperita, known to you once as Firebird, bringing you hope from God, amigo.
Joel Osteen?
Very own, you can do it. Just pull the trigger.
And now, things really start to come apart.
Legs.
Ay.
Whoa.
Mockingbird now.
You.
Everybody, have you heard?
What's that saying? You are Firebird. Bonita Juarez?
What is?
How?
Slowly, Henny. I too have faced the dark night of the soul, and I know that turning back is not easy. But since we last met, amigo, I have found the peace that surpasseth all understanding, and so can you.
You
What?
found drugs.
What piece?
The one in your hand?
It's not something that can be explained, amigo. It can only be
I
experienced.
told you it was drugs.
Barda?
It doesn't look like Barda.
Mary Jane?
You're too early then. Another second, and I'd have been on my way to heaven, or wherever failures end up.
Look, Michael Landon's already here.
Dios mio, you are not a failure. Before I left the Avengers, I studied the files on all of you. You're a great scientist, Hank. You discovered the subatomic particles that allowed you to grow to Goliath size and shrink to become.
And Janet didn't like it?
I know, damn. What was wrong with that woman? And shrink to become Ant-Man.
Beginning in Tales to Astonish 27.
And as if that weren't enough, you later mastered robotics and created Ultron 1.
Avengers 58.
That's not a good thing.
Skynet.
That's ancient history, Esperita. Even I hardly remember those days. Science became my sideline. My main goal then was to be a hero, a superhero, an Avenger. May this god of yours forgive my overweening pride. And I blew that beyond any hope of repair.
There is always hope. Maybe you just didn't do it right.
Yeah, maybe his gun got bigger.
Jesus. God almighty, that's a big gun.
That's a
Didn't
Liefeld
do-
gun.
Didn't do it right. I did it 4 different ways. You could count on my fingers.
On those huge fingers. But you tried to be a type of hero not in tune with your nature. You must
Hey.
try to be a hero as you are, amigo.
Yeah,
Janet
you're
didn't
supposed to be
like
a
these
villain.
either.
You should have been a villain.
What? The amazing lab man?
None. But use your skills as God gave them to you. Don't try to be an Avenger like all the others. Be unique because you are unique. I came back to this compound to see the Avengers, but I'll stay to help you reclaim your life.
Help me get a grip on life.
You don't even know me, Bonita.
You're a child of God, Hank. That's all we are.
That gun is
Is that-
huge.
Wow,
Is that a-
this gun is huge.
Is that a gun in your hand, or are you just happy to?
It's a Desert Eagle.
And softly, at first, Henry Pym begins to sob, begins to live, drops the gun. It discharges, killing La Esperita. Hank was brought up on charges, but his future in that timeline will appear in the future. Right now,
Let's do the time warp again.
we enter the past with the West Coast Avengers.
We've stopped.
But when and where?
Yes, when? This could be prehistory. This could be any time. There's no way to tell in this desert. She'll trade me in hard science, Clint, not time travel.
Easy, Bobby. Easy. This is just as logical as your lab work, which is really bad anyway. But we'll get through it.
Enough of the hard science. Let's have some hard water.
I was getting to that. Remember, we didn't know what we were facing when Iron Man tracked Sunstroke, Boot, and those other guys to Arizona Cave.
Last issue.
But once we found their boss, the alien spy called Dominus, things got a lot clearer.
Look at those image heads.
Wow.
The guide found Dr. Doom's old time machine, the one I used when I went to the Old West. He just turned it on all of us.
I won't do it. Avengers 142 and 143.
East Coast.
Never.
Oh, thank you, honey. I understand everything now. Maybe when I've been an adventurer as long as he has, I'll think a story like that is logical, but I doubt it.
Always glad to recap the last issue, honey.
Well, any machine that Victor Von Doom can build, Tony Stark can operate.
Wow, no secret identity.
There you go.
You can't even fix your nose.
He doesn't need
Hey.
it.
So let me have a look at the controls. Sure, there's the temporal displacer, the
VBL.
VBL link.
He acts like he's the only scientist in the group, but he's not. Any more than he's the only strong man here. They all ignored me when I was a coward, but now that I've gotten self-confidence and become a huge asshole, Wonder Man's getting tired of playing a supporting role.
Good news, good news and bad news, boys and girls. I do understand how to work this device, but it's broken. It only goes backward in time.
Oh no, then how will we ever get back to the future?
Don't worry. Disney will buy us in the future. We won't be sued for saying this, but right now, you gotta be careful and watch what you say, Bobby Bird. Michael J. Fox will sue you. I don't know why he will, but I think the Fox will.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't get it?
So yeah, still got a line there.
Yes. And I got to put a light touch on it for. But this ain't good.
Oh.
I've always wanted to do it in the past. Come on, baby.
Oh boy. Next panel, please. Can you fix it, Tony?
He's going to slap her. Oh.
Hey.
Shut up, woman! Don't pressure me. I don't know, Tigra. Possibly I can cannibalize some parts from elsewhere in the machine, but...
Let me take my turn at it, Iron Man. Simon Williams, as if you didn't know my name, so I refer to myself in the third person, gave Stark International a good run for its money once.
Yeah, until Stark International put you out of business. Boom!
Fuck you.
Whoa.
Sure, Simon. Be my guest. He's been crowding me ever since we started this mission, but Iron Man's not about to move meekly out of the way.
Or out of the panel, apparently.
No. He thinks Hank and I and all the original Avengers are the old guard, and he's the new wave.
Ooh,
Just
new
because
Coke. He's new Coke.
He's new Coke. Just because he spent years in a coma while the rest of us...
Yahoo!
Somebody yelling beyond that ridge. There's somebody here.
See, West Coast. Duh.
Good grief, troopers. I know that sound. Come on. It's a search engine.
What, Clint? What is it?
If it's what I suspect,
You'll see. There! Look!
Up in his-
Burning Man.
Of course, Iron Man takes the ladies.
It's the Rawhide Kid, the two-gun kid, and the narrator, or whatever he's called this week.
They had to change it.
Asterisk.
What's the asterisk?
These three Marvel Western heroes have all had their own titles in the past, and they all showed up in the aforementioned Avengers 142 and 143. So, we're in the Old West. We could have done a lot worse. like being one of my movies.
Ooh.
I made bad movies.
A lot worse, Wendy, because these guys are my pals from my last time trip. Let's lay back a little and watch them in action.
3 riders. What can they do? Oh, it's not Wendy.
Hey.
More than you think, Jesse. That's Rawhide.
Rawhide.
Rolling.
Your partners are gonna think again
Dear.
before they start any trouble in this neck of the woods.
Oh, brother.
Canceled.
Feisty little feller, ain't he? I always heard he was a real terror. But this little bitty prairie dog.
Is a lot more hombre than you'll ever be, Ranny.
Oh, how does he know my name? He's so raw.
Even when my friends aren't around, this territory is under the protection of the 2-gun kid.
Yeah, but we got 3 guns, kid.
Wait.
Well, then I'll-
Crap,
Shoot him, Paul.
Wow.
There's more
Now-
keys than Zach would have liked.
now you don't have any.
Mortal fools, if your fellows cannot best men of flesh and blood, how can you hope to stand against the son of the spirits?
You don't scare me, Ranny. Blast him.
Bullets cannot kill a phantom.
Correct.
Whoa, doggies, looks good.
They're hightailing a 2-gun.
Nothing outrines my horse thunder. What? Something shining in the sky.
It's a bird.
It's Iron Man's.
It's raining men.
It
Hallelujah.
can't be, but it is.
Oh, no. It's the Avengers.
More men.
It's the Avengers.
Yay.
Howdy, buddy.
I never thought I'd see you again, Hawkeye. Not after I went with you to your time and then decided I liked it better back in mine.
Hey, we're parts, TG. Time and distance. Don't affect that. But look what's happened to me since then. Got me a woman. We split the Avengers in 2. You left the horrible East Coast ones and formed this West Coast one. And I'm the chairman of the West Coast group. Plus, I got married. Can you believe it? To the wildly magnificent Mockingbird.
He always did have his priorities straight.
I said mildly.
Don't I know, ma'am? It's a great pleasure to meet you.
Are you single?
Oh, dear.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta wash my armor.
Yes.
With him watching.
Not me, but I guess you only met Thor and Moondragon last time. You know, I've collected all the dime novels about you, Rawhide.
Well, I wonder about that.
Go on. Who'd want to write about a cowpoke like me?
Open lots of counts.
Wow. That one looks just like the Ghost Rider in our time, but ours is supposed to be. This one's Ghost.
Are you an idiot? It looks like it looks like
It doesn't.
Moonlight.
It does. You're right. I don't think we better get into that.
Let's vamoose, Pratt. The mirages around here are getting fierce.
So, how come you're back, Hawkeye? I haven't seen hide nor hair of Kang lately.
And I hope you don't, TG.
Briefly, the avenging archer tells all he knows, then.
Which isn't much. But our biggest question is, what year is this?
This time you saw it was a short panel thing because they just did a whole bunch of exposition in one thing.
1876. 3 years after your last visit, and 2 years after I came back. And you're a half a day's ride from my town of Tombstone.
Oh, sweet. You guys got pizza there, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. Huh. That's where we found Dominus's cave. So we didn't move anywhere in space on our trip, just in time.
Domino's Pizza?
Yeah, that's you, bro. But it's the time that counts, and if we're ever gonna get home, we need to fix our machine, dude.
Well, Kang's the only one I could think of who could have helped.
Domino's Pizza, 30 days or it's free. To heck with Kang. I'm Wonder Man, folks, and I've got a few ideas. Is there a blacksmith in Tombstone?
There sure is. Two Guns pal. Boom, boom, Brown.
Then I'll fly the machine there.
Go for it, Wendy. But wait. What's your story, TG? You don't usually ride with a Rawhide and the Spook.
Ooh.
No, but those fellows who tried to rob the stage were part of a much larger group of owl hoots run by.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, having seen whom you Avengers fight in the future, I'd say the gang leaders, somebody behind the code, our supervillains. There's Iron Mask with his invulnerable armor. Hurricane, a fast draw artist. The Rattler, an amazing acrobat. Red Raven, who sounds a lot like me, you'll see later, who actually flies with a special Indian costume. Dr. Danger, the master of magnetism. And Fat Man, with his deadly boomerangs.
He's a boomer, all right.
In order, they debuted in Kid Colt 110, Two Gun Kid 70, Two Gun Kid 88, Rawhide Kid 38, Kid Colt 116, and Kid Colt 117.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm afraid the legend of our assault on Castle Kang has given these fellas some highfalutin ideas. But they can wait now. We'll take you all to Tombstone.
Don't be silly. There's nothing we can do there while Wendy's working with Boom Boom. As long as we have time to kill, we'll chase the bad guys with you. Avengers are Avengers wherever they find themselves, bro.
Why'd you turn
We're
into a
West
surfer?
Coast.
You said it, boss man. I'll be glad to ride with this cute little guy. Hi, kid. I'm Tigra.
First that bald-headed moon dragon, now a furry female. Darn the luck.
You'll ride with me, Hawkeye. It's a lot safer. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Or he
Yeah,
can
it
ride
is.
with me.
And he who rides the night winds can take your wife.
Wait, what?
Doesn't this guy ever talk? Just wait.
Can't you just like spare a horse for me and my wife?
I'll fly on ahead and see if I can spot the outlaws. Keep an ear cocked to your radios. Good plan on Hawkeye's part, keeping us occupied while Simon does his work. It's one thing to be trapped, even in outer space or the cat demon's realm, if it's somehow connected to everyday life. But to be disconnected as completely as we are by over 100 years of time, I'm a veteran at this, but I can certainly sympathize with Bobby's uneasiness.
He is writing with that creep.
Still, if I were completely honest with myself, muses Iron Man as the 6 riders follow him across the Arizona desert, I'd say that my uneasiness stems mainly from the thought that Simon might fix our machine instead of me.
Wow, ego.
Do you have to touch me so much, Tigra?
So much for being the more mature member of the team.
So great. I love horses.
They're beautiful animals.
Just like Amada.
She's a beautiful horse.
So, Mr. Matt Hawk, now that we can use real names, how do you like being back in your own time?
Okay, I guess.
I mean, you guys have plumbing, right? That's not a very ringing endorsement.
Well, I wasn't happy in your time, Clint. There was just too much strangeness for a simple fellow like me. But now that I've seen the future, 1876 seems a little flat.
You think you might want to try us out a second time?
I don't know, Pard. I just don't know.
Just relax and let it happen.
Oh,
Time travel opens up all sorts of possibilities, Rawhide. I kind of like it. For example, you and I would never have met without it.
Ma'am, I know you're trying to be nice, but I'm just a country boy. I ain't accustomed to females. Oh, there's more. As forward as you.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm forward even in my own time, but a man with a legend like yours can't be afraid of me, can he?
No, ma'am. I ain't afraid. I'm terrified.
look at the expression on the horse.
I'm just a wondering why that lunkhead 2-gun came back from your time. If there's women, wait, what? Like you there?
Exactly.
Oh.
It's her fault. She did it.
You sure are quiet, Spook Man. I mean, I can feel your body inside that suit.
Excuse me?
I know you're not a real ghost.
And that's not a gun.
Yeah, you're not shy, are you? Don't be. I may come from the future, but I'm flesh and blood myself. I'm no goddess or anything.
The phantom of the plains dwells amidst the supernatural mockingbird. I know a goddess when I see one.
I knew it.
Oh,
Kill him now.
just wait.
Next page.
Crazy looking machine. Who'd ever thought when Doom came up with it that someday it would seem antique? But it was in those days that I ran Williams Manufacturing. I may be rusty now, but I haven't confused myself with later technology like Stark.
Yeah, you're just obsolete.
It's the uniform. I really wish I still had the original.
No, I like the other one better.
I know you do. I see some non-essential parts I can replace with scrap I can get at the Smithy. Parts I can use to repair the broken sub-modules. I hope. Hi there. You've got to be Boom Boom. The 2-gun kid sent me to you.
At least it's not the Rawhide Kid.
We'll
Partner!
get to him later.
Oh no. Partner! The way you flew in here, I've got no reason to doubt you. What can I do you for?
Living on the cutting edge of our technology, I could tend to forget that cowboys aren't a bunch of primitives. The outlaws have made good their escape. I could track sunstroke by his heat emissions, but men and horses won't register in this heat. Still, can't hurt to try.
Last issue.
And just to look at Iron Man's face.
Damn, I wish I had my nose.
No, you don't.
What? There is something. Something big and nearby.
Is it my nose?
Oh, my.
Excuse me. I'm trying to take a pee here.
It's a giant-sized man thing. But it's deep in the earth and moving. Can't pin it down. Well, I'm in the ballpark at least. And I'll bet that among Two Gun, Rawhide, and the Night Rider, someone will know the likely canyons to search. They should take the lead at the end anyway. It must not have become permanent, since it didn't make either the history books or the dime novels. But just as Kang inspired this era's supervillains, Two Gun's adventures with us have planted the Avengers' spirit in this arid soil. And this is one Avenger who wants to nurture that for all it's worth. Thus ends the speech.
Indeed, not an hour after Iron Man told his tale. We got 'em, boys, and Mockingbird. Ain't no trail been made the Rawhide Kid can't track.
You never saw anybody so intent on his work. Darn it.
And now we know why.
I see it now. It's like the entrance to the hole-in-the-wall gang's hideout you found, Rawhide. Or, have you done that yet?
Yeah, Iron Man, I have.
Yeah, he goes to his whole
Quick,
fall.
into that deep, dark, wet cave.
Oh, dear Lord.
But those rannies were like sleeping babes compared to these slickers.
Oh, boy, here we go.
So, the kids admit they're not enough for us by bringing in pathetic imitations of ourselves. Destroy them, you men. Destroy them all.
We'll see who's a pathetic imitation Iron Mask after Iron Man takes care of the flying Red Raven.
Just because you're duded up like two of us don't mean 8 more of us can't join the hoedown.
What? I've been lassoed. What's the safe word again? But the sooner you all learn who you're up against, the sooner you'll know why they call me the Invincible Iron Man.
Hey.
Hey.
Raj? Dwayne? Rira?
Oh, he's tangling them all up. All of them.
And he's a wimpy member of our team. Look how many Hawkeye the Archer can handle. I can fire faster than... Hey!
Hey is for horses, braggart. Your metallic shafts is nothing to Dr. Danger, the master of magnetism.
He's got a horseshoe magnet. A simple horseshoe magnet. Magneto will laugh himself silly.
And who are you to sneer at
What?
basic weaponry, bowman?
It's Fat Man.
The wrong character.
Now you have neither arrows nor bow, courtesy of the fat man's boomerang.
Is that me?
Pluck, pluck.
I think it's one of the cowboys.
I think it's a Tigra kid.
That looks like a two-gun.
And you got a big mouth, mister. You all right, Hawkeye?
Fine, but I'm learning respect for you. Or for your bad guys, Two Gun.
So you should, Doctor.
Magnet's pulling my pistol.
Oops. Another of my arrows.
Oh!
I think they'll respect you too, partner, once they wake up.
Just keep them away from Rawhide, that's all. Things are really... You know,
Smorgasbord.
things really aren't so different between your time and my time, partner.
Except acceptance.
I don't know what you two are talking about, but taking a hostage is a time-tested method for victory.
Hey,
Let's see.
How unfortunate for you, then, that he who never dies exists outside all such mundane constraints. Run, Mockingbird!
Are you talking into a can as well?
No, I'm using my hands.
wow, you are a fast hurricane. Too bad a werewolf's just a little faster.
Pew, pew, pew.
But nothing strikes faster than a rattler, little lady.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Rattlers shed their skin, don't they? Growl.
Yeah!
You do, anyway. But maybe you're right.
Thanks, Tigra.
Rattlers do strike faster than hurricanes.
Ah, my skin exposed.
And now, Red Raven, it's time to clip your wings.
Ouch.
No! Don't do it, our man.
Or
Such a
rip
bully.
your wings, whichever.
Wow.
He's an Indian. I knew hurt him.
Oh crap, I thought these were part of the costume.
This can't be happening. These ringers have helped the kids best all my men. But Iron Mask is never caught unprepared. I'd hope not to use him, to keep him secret for my assault on the territorial capital. But now, even I don't know what happens next. Come forth, my secret weapon. Come forth.
Oh no. Who dares disturb the living totem?
He wouldn't kid you. He's from Rawhide Kid, 22.
There they are, Totem. Kill them.
Last time I fought him, I blinded him with gun smoke, then pushed him over a cliff. Then we had a late dinner,
Too bad we don't have any cliffs then.
and probably not going to get dinner either.
It took me many Earth years to escape that crevice, cowboy. But I am censored. But I am inexorable.
For God's sake, we told you how to pronounce it 3 times.
I can't read the letters if you're caught. Now leave me alone. Because I am hot death.
I am hot death. Eat me.
Did you eat it?
And keep my name out of your mouth.
Bullets don't affect him. Neither do my claws.
Nothing on this world affects me. After my ship crashed, I slumbered. Eh?
That's it, sport. Driving back.
Even without Cliffs or Robot Man, he's still a pushover with the scrawny legs.
Wow.
Don't make fun of my legs.
That really hurts.
But the words support me. So beware. Who tempt my wrath as I pull your little legs off, man.
Ugh! I never suspected this was what my heat sensors picked up.
I'm a big man thing. You like it?
You're even giant-sized, I'd say.
Hang on, Shellhead, because Totem's not in Kansas anymore. These pretty legs are just made for my battle staves and not
You think my legs are... Hey, I do have nice gams.
not billy clubs or
I thought it was a truncheon.
no, not truncheons either.
Marvelous, Mockingbird. Truly marvelous.
Is that guy hitting on you?
Hey,
Shaboom.
shaboom, shaboom.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Shaboom, shaboom.
No!
There's another
Boomba.
boom.
Friends of old Marvel. Nice teamwork, Bird.
Thanks. And where do you think you're going, Iron Mask?
So later in Tombstone.
Here we go.
Here you go, Sheriff. The biggest roundup your jail has ever seen. And I'll be in later. Tee.
Here we go.
That's what your mother said.
She's a beautiful woman.
I couldn't have done it without my friends, Lemuel.
You're free. I don't know what this town's coming to, Two Gun, especially with that slickering green over to Boom Booms.
It's just me, Froggy.
That slicker right there. Hey, Wendy, have you got a ride home yet? This has been a blast, but I'm ready to mosey.
I wish I could say yes to that, Tiger, but I'm afraid, unlike Iron Man earlier, I only have bad news to report.
Uh-oh. He's keeping that costume.
He's making us do a movie.
I tried everything I could think of, and Boom Boom was the best assistant a man could ask for. But part of the problem is broken transistors, and there's no way we can make those in this time.
But we don't need to make any. I'll donate some from my armor.
No good. Yours are the wrong kind. I wish they weren't, believe me.
Hawkeye, I know this seems like terrible news, but you've lived here before. If you have to stay, I'll do everything I can to make you and your team happy.
Thanks, but I'm not rooming with your pal over there. Freaks me out. Thanks, Two Gun. You're a good friend, but we won't stop trying yet.
Neither will I.
Oh, dear God. You can room with Iron Man.
I'm sleeping in my armor.
That's right. Use protection, old man.
He likes the buns of steel.
But what can you do? I have one idea. It's going to sound crazy, but as the Avengers know, the machine still goes backward in time.
Are we going to become the Jurassic Avengers?
So I say we go back even farther.
Huh? What?
Listen, this machine was once used to send the Fantastic Four back to ancient Egypt at the time of the despotic pharaoh Rama Tut, who was really Kang, the Time Lord under another name, FF20.
No, it was 19.
Loading ahead. Continue.
Always off by one. But Rama Tut later repented and turned against his earlier Kang identity and beat him. The second giant-sized Avengers of fond memory.
Turn the page.
So here's my plan. If we go all the way back to ancient Egypt, we could get the reformed Rama Tut to fix our machine and send us home.
That is an insane idea, mortal. You could end up lost forever.
Well, lost here, lost there. We're still lost, man. I gotta admit, the whole idea gives me a few shivers, but we can't quit until we try everything. So, Tigra, you're gonna sleep with me and Mockingbird tonight.
Oh,
We
really?
can't rule anything out.
It does seem to be the only way out of this mess.
Sure does.
But your machine is damaged. You can miss your target altogether.
Spookman, we appreciate your concern. I know it's sincere since it finally got you to join the conversation. But Hawkeye's our chairman, and we'll do what he says.
And her husband, bro.
Yes, Hawkeye, not Hawkman.
Yeah.
Pausing till the next page.
Next page, please.
I say we do it, wackos. And meaning no offense to anyone. The sooner the better.
Sure, we understand.
Bye, kid. It's been real.
Do you have a brother? Okay, I'll set the dial to take us back 100 years first to make sure I can control it before we try 50 centuries.
I don't believe none of this.
You should try 1 year to make sure we're not going to die.
Here we go. The energy should build up more gently than when Dominus blindsided us. But we're on our way.
Goodbye, all of you, and thanks.
We'll never forget you.
I've already
I'll forget
forgotten you.
Rawhide. I'd like to.
No!
You punched my wife.
Oh!
Hank Pym.
Mockingbird must not be lost. The goddess must remain with the ghost.
Stop him.
You-
Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. It's the top hat guy.
He's gone loco.
But there is no stopping the Phantom Rider. His great white, Zach-approved stallion gallops free in a cloud of pearly dust.
Hello, Stallion.
Oh man.
Leaving swift, fading pain.
Let me go.
It's too late. The energy flux would tear you apart.
Don't care. Don't.
Rawhide, we have to get Mockingbird back for Hawkeye.
But even if we do, she'll still be here and he'll be who knows where. This is bad trouble, Two Gun. Real bad. I better go consult Hawkeye.
Bobbies or boobies.
Next. What it means.
Whatever next means.
We told you time was getting frazzled. But wait till you see the Avengers in the 18th century, Maki and the Cowboys in the 19th, and Hank and Esperita in the 20th. Lost in Space Time Part 3, Behind the Times.
Ooh.
See, Hitler on ice.
The
Oh, no.
Inquisition.
Cha-cha-cha.
You know it's
Yes,
not murder
yes.
if you do in the past.
Yeah. Sounds like a 100-year-old Cartman. Oh, well.
It's me. It's coming.
Totem Man does
He
sound like
does.
that, yeah. It sounds a little bit like that. But, yes, well, that was Trusty's goal. He deserves a round of applause for that. But that was a great book altogether. We had a great time. So we want to thank you, despite some of the lagging panels, for sticking through. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Check out the Ko-Fi link if you can. And stick around. There's going to be more to come in the later weeks. All right. I think for speaking for everybody when I say thank you. And bye!
Bye.
Good night.
Excelsior!
See you later, man.
Adios, muchachos.
I have
Muchachos.
Mockingbird.
Only you can start forest fires.
Mockingbird now. Everybody have you heard?